So now let's look at checking the health of our system. A real easy way of doing this is through the Big Insights console. We can take a look at all the components, see whether they're running or not. We can take a look at our nodes, see if they're running or not. Matter of fact, for example, by clicking on MapReduce, we can go in and we can start or stop task trackers. From HDFS, we can go in and start or stop data nodes. Things like Big SQL, we can actually start or stop Big SQL. And then there's the command line. One of the things that you might want to do is check and see how much space is available on each of your nodes. So if you execute Hadoop dfsadmin-report, it will come back with a report on each of the nodes. Now, if you'll notice, we still have node BIVM3 there, but it's been decommissioned. But for the other nodes, you can see how much space has been used, what percentage is remaining, and something that you ought to check on periodically. We just looked at starting and stopping or components using the Big Insights console. You can also do that from the command line. Now, initially, we started all of the components from the command line, but you can start and stop individual components. For example, like Hadoop and Uzi, or Hadoop and the console. And then you also need to be able or be aware of making modifications to the parameters that Hadoop uses. And those parameters in Big Insights are found underneath the home directory /hdm/hadoop-conf-staging. We make changes to these staging files. Here's the HDFS-site. Here's the core-site. And somewhere on here is the MapReduce, the MapRed site files that have the various parameters in there for those different components. If we edit HDFS-site.xml, we can see the different parameters that we can make changes to. Here's DFS block size. If you want to change that from the 128 megabytes that Big Insights defaults to, Hadoop defaults to 64. We scroll down, we see here is our DFS replication. It's been set to a value of 2. Well, that's because we've got 2 data nodes, right? And if we scroll further on down, we can find the DFS.datanode.du.reserve, how much space we're going to maintain for other systems. Now, when you make changes to any of these configuration files, once again, these are in the staging directory, you need to then go to the Big Insights home/bin directory and you execute the sync configuration or the sync-conf script. And this will then push those changes out to all of the nodes.